Welcome back to the Webleedpixels podcast. I'm your host T.
And I'm your co-host V. And today we are joined by two lovelies, Beth and Georgia, to talk about Pokemon.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi guys. How are you both?
Doing pretty good.
Too bad myself, thank you.
Oh, and V, how are you doing today?
I'm alright, thanks. How are you, T?
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm excited because it's Pokemon and it's Pokemon, so it's a day to be excited.
I was just gonna say, I don't know about you two, but T has been talking about the newest Pokemon game, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. For so long, just super anticipating its release and to be able to play it on stream.
I think literally I've mentioned it every single podcast we've done. Like every single podcast I have mentioned Pokemon until leading up to the date of them Pokemon being released. But then I don't know, it's weird because this Pokemon okay, I don't know whether Georgia, I don't know if you feel this, but in this Pokemon game, it's weird that when you start it, for me, it felt really, I don't know, I didn't get sucked into it.
I don't know. It's a bit of a strange one for me because it's a very long-awaited remake of the original Diamond and Pearl, which we've been crying out for years. But it's like at the same time, I'm getting sucked into it, but there's also something that's where
It's
I'm not really
missing.
getting fully hooked onto it.
Yeah, there's something missing inside the Pokemon game. Like, although, have you played it on the handheld? Like, if you take off your Switch from the dock, and then have you played it handheld? It looks so much different.
It's like I can only play handheld because I have the Switch Lite.
Oh, okay. Well, it looks a lot better being on handheld rather than like being on side like a TV screen or computer screen. And it's weird. Like I don't know why, but because I done it last night because I wanted to get the drift balloon. I forgot to catch it because I forgot to go back on because I went on too early, and because I didn't want to flaff around with like taking wires out and switching wires around. I just undocked my Switch. And then I was playing it handheld. I was like, whoa, this looks really different to how it looks on the big screen. Like the characters, the little chibi characters, they look really cute and they feel as if it fits inside the game. So I don't know whether they've made it for purpose of it's meant to be played on handheld rather than played inside like a big screen.
That could be, yeah. Beth, is this one that you had played before?
I've played the originals, but I haven't played these remakes yet.
Is it because you've seen on stream, Beth? Is it literally like is this how the originals are? Because I've never played the originals of Diamond and Pearl.
Pretty much that's how the originals do go. I remember the originals being a lot more slower.
Yeah,
The game just ran a bit slower, but it seems a lot more well paced now.
Yeah, it's like I'd definitely say like some of the quality of life bits that's been added to the remakes has definitely made the gameplay seem a bit faster than the originals.
Well, see, my only like issue at the minute is finding the same 5 Pokemon. I'm annoyed. I want different Pokemon because like you because I know that Beth has played Sword and Shield. There was so many variety of Pokemon inside like the first area. To then go from that to then playing now Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and we find like just the same 4
Doof
Pokemon.
and Starly everywhere.
Yes, they are everywhere, and it winds me up. I don't know. I'm somebody who likes variety. Please tell me, Georgia, there is more variety when you go to? Because I haven't done the whole map yet, but there's more variety when you go to that other island and to Snowpoint.
Yes, there is definitely much wider variety once you start collecting the badges and heading out with all the new HM moves.
Yeah, because I got Surf now, and I done the 5th badge. I think I've done I've done the 4th badge. So I'm working my way to the 5th badge, and it's still the same like 5 Pokemon, even though all the trainers have different ones. Surprisingly, I caught Chansey. That was one of the big like, whoa, Chansey. I don't know. It's just like it feels like a Pokemon game, but at the same time, I'm not fully hooked into it yet. But I don't know whether that's because I didn't play the original, so I'm not as excited as what everyone else is. Like, obviously, I'm excited, but I don't have the original buzz of like, yeah, finally, Diamond and Pearl remake. We've been asking for years and years and years. Because I know that they was meant to. Well, they should have done it a long time ago, but instead they released Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee.
Yes.
Have you two played them?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, that's real depressing. Yeps, I'm guessing. Not a fan.
I still haven't beaten Let's Go Pikachu.
Have you beaten
It's
the
like-
first gym?
I've beaten the 5th gym, I think, but that's about as far as I've gone.
I'd stopped
Like,
after the first.
I've beaten them, and the only aspects that I do like out of it is, apart from Mewtwo, you can shiny hunt and chain up for legendaries.
Ooh, so they're not shiny locked.
Yeah,
See, that's
they're not
the one-
shiny locked.
I hate shiny when they shiny lock Pokemon, because Sword and Shield, they shiny locked some legendaries in that, didn't they, Beth?
Yes, I think they did. All of the new ones, I think, are shiny locked, but everything in that the legendary thing that they put in DLC 2, they're not shiny locked.
Wait,
Apart from Calyrex in that.
so you can get Galarian Moltres shiny?
The new ones you can't get
Oh.
shiny locked. I think. I don't remember.
Dear Game Freak, why do you shiny lock Pokemon? There is a massive core on like shiny hunters who want to collect every single Pokemon and do is it called a shiny dex?
Yeah.
And you can't, because they shiny lock things. Like, this is why I think people hack like Pokemon into the game, because I know that there was a big thing with the DS where you could play. It was weird. It was a really weird way of going. I don't know whether this is true, but this is what I read and heard. But it could obviously be like a load of rubbish. But people was hacking Pokemon from Pokemon Showdown, or like shiny versions with the best abilities, the best moves, and the best IVs onto their DS.
I've heard rumours about that. And it's like it all sounded too technical for me at the time, so I never even bothered to look into it.
Same. I was just happy to get some from Wonder Trades, because I was someone who used to watch Pokemon streams and then just sit there Wonder Trading, because I love Wonder Trade. I think it's one of the best mechanics which they've added into Pokemon in the last, say, decade. It's just
Agreed.
Wonder Trading is perfect, because then it opens up a whole new variety of say Nuzlocking, because you can then do a Wonder Trade Nuzlock.
Wonderful.
It is wonderful. Wonder Trade is the best idea ever. They need to keep that. Even Pokemon Pelagio, that was a fantastic idea where you could have Mewtwo water some berries for you. And then they go on little adventures, especially if you had if you was trying to, say, you was hatching eggs to get a particular shiny. I remember that I had about 20 Magikarps go off down the little mine carts to go on a adventure. Imagine that 20 Magikarps splashing about.
That sounds cute.
Not very effective.
No,
Splash Squad.
the Splash Squad. Move over, Squirtle Squad. There's a new squad in town. It's the Splash Squad. Oh god, Splash Squad. Words
What are your
difficult.
favorite shinies?
Ooh.
Oh. Now this one's difficult for me because I don't tend to do a lot of shinies, and I hate all the ones that are just automatically green.
Oh, another green hater. Why? Why do you hate green?
They just look awful. It's like some of them, they look brilliant in their normal colour, shiny, and they're green. It just looks vile.
Although, see, I don't like Onyx is shiny, because it's gold, and I don't know, it's a weird tinted gold. It's like a greeny gold.
Onyx's shiny should have been like a crystal colour, like from the anime.
Yes, the crystal Onyx.
Yes.
I think that might have been down to how they did shinies in Gens 1 through 3 or 4, I think. Because it was just a straight palette swap up until one of the gens, but then they actually started picking the colours themselves.
Oh. Although I suppose, yeah, because back then they probably didn't have that technology to make the shinies look like proper shinies. It was just like a weird palette. Although you'd think that they could now go back, because we got the technology now, so they could go back and redo shinies. Because I know that there's people on YouTube who they reimagine like shiny Pokemon, and some of them look really good. Like I want Bulbasaur to actually be a different color shiny. Like it's really upsetting when you get a shiny Pokemon and you realize it's just a different tint.
Oh yes, especially if you try to shiny hunt a legendary, and let's take Regice for example. It's just a very slightly different version of blue.
Yeah. Oh, see, at least Regirock, that's a completely different shiny. I like Regirock shiny. Really nice, like because like yes, it's all brown, but it's a really nice shiny. I feel like it is. But I think probably favorite shiny for me, I want to say, I don't want to say Bulbasaur, because even though I love Bulbasaur, but it's not. No, Talon's Flame. Talon's Flame is probably the most perfect looking shiny.
I'd have to go stereotypical with Charizard.
Ooh.
Charizard
At
does
least
have
it's
a
not
good shiny.
green.
You what? Sorry, Pev.
Charizard does have a good shiny.
They changed Charizard shiny though, because back in the day it used to be purple, didn't it? And they switched it to black.
I think so, yeah.
But I'm not sure that's because of the palette or because of we would always see it as purple because of like the screen.
I have no idea. I'd have to look into that a bit more. I don't know.
He's just not a fan of Charizard.
No, it's just overplayed. For me, like
Is
there's certain Pokemon who are overplayed.
Is it because it destroys Bulbasaur?
No. You leave the sweet cabbage baby alone. No,
Leave Bulbasaur
It's just-
alone.
it's just overplayed. Like I feel like there's certain, because that brings me onto a question of what Pokemon for you would you get rid of?
Ooh.
What would I get? That's a very tough question because there's a lot of bad ones.
It's like, if I'm going off of gameplay wise from the very first few gens, I would automatically say Zubat.
Is that because it's so annoying?
Yes. It's like you could not even step 1 foot inside a cave and there'd be a swarm of them.
Oh, Zubat Cave flashbacks. That cave was a nightmare.
Wasn't that bad.
But then, is that also because Zubat is green when it's shiny?
No, cause it's like I actually never saw a shiny Zubat, so I didn't know that.
Oh, I've got a couple of them. I called one Adele.
Why?
I don't know. I've got one called Adele and one called Negan.
Fair
They're,
enough.
they're the shiny Zubat squad. What about you, Ben?
Okay.
Toucanon.
Why?
Because it killed my Torkoal in a Nuzlocke once.
Ooh.
Rip.
And this was a Torkoal I took from the beginning of the game. I think it was my first
Oh.
That's the Wonder Trade. So I took it from the beginning of the game until the second to last Elite Four member, and then it got killed by a Z move.
Oh no. Bless you. Okay, that's
Sad.
that's one to be annoyed at. I think see, I don't know. I want to remove probably. Please don't hate me. Everyone's gonna be like, "Why? That's disgusting." Probably Eevee.
Oh no.
All right.
Why are you always trying to make enemies of the podcast?
No. Right. Okay. Because
See?
I
You
only
better have a good explanation.
I only want to remove Eevee because it is becoming one of the Pokemon now which you see everywhere. Like Eevee never used to be like really anything, because it only had like a couple of like evolutions, and then it got more evolutions, and then it became more and more like popular, and then now it's at a stage where every single say like companion will like get an Eevee, and then you will always see an Eevee. They made a whole game of Let's Go Eevee, and in Pokemon Go, Eevee used to be everywhere, and it used to have like loads of stuff in it. And there's only it's because they won't do any more Eevee types. Like, yes, because we got the fairy type with Sylveon, and then we had like we got an ice type, grass type, water type, thunder type, dark type, psychic type, and then like thunder type, or lightning type. But like I want a poison Eevee. That's why. So until they do poison Eevee, let's remove Eevee.
But if they remove Eevee, how are they supposed to do a poison type?
That's it. They don't just get rid of. I don't know. It just annoys me. Plus, it's really difficult to shiny hunt. If you've ever tried hunting a shiny Eevee, you will waste hours and hours, and you will not get it. And it cost me a Meloetta as well, because on.
Oh no.
Yeah, because on one of the little like on Pokemon forums, which used to be part of, somebody wanted a shiny Eevee, and I worked so hard to get this shiny Eevee. Like I spent like over a day trying to shiny hunt for a shiny Eevee and do the eggs for a shiny Eevee because they was going to trade a Meloetta, and I finally got it, but the person had already traded for a different shiny Eevee.
Oh,
It
no.
takes so long to get. So yeah, I was inside the GTS, like I was doing eggs. I was then doing like it was when Friend Safari was in. So I was doing Friend Safari, trying to look for people who specifically have like EVs spawn in their Friend Safari. It was a whole system.
Oh no.
Still waiting for a Meloetta then.
No, oh no, I've got 6 of them now.
Oh, okay.
Hoarding them now.
I have my own like band of Meloettas.
This whole tragic story, and it's like, oh, I've got 6 of them now. It's fine.
I've got 6 Meloettas, 6 Mewtwo's, and 3 shiny Mews.
Bragging much?
Listen, I'm stocked. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm stocked up on my legendaries.
Well, fair enough for you then.
I think he's hacking.
No.
But have you still got the Ash version of
Greninja.
Greninja? Yes.
Yes, I do. Yes, I have.
Battlebond Greninja.
Yes, yeah, I've got the Ash Greninja, and I have the Pikachu's with Ash's hats on. I've got all of them. Oh, and I've also got Team Rocket's Meowth because they done a special it's a special Meowth which knows it's like a special ability and a weird payday. They done it like a while ago.
Don't remember that one.
I think it was still when it was it might have been X and Y still, or Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. It was like one of the last things they done before they moved over to different games.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of ones that you have, what is your favorite Pokeball to use?
Ooh. I gotta say, I love the good quick ball.
What is that? Because it's just like, say, there's a Pokemon of which you need for the Dex or something, you just whoop, quick ball immediately.
Yep.
Especially if you get a crit catch.
Yes.
That's like a dream come true.
Especially if it's a legendary as well.
Oh, see, I've never been able to quick catch a legendary.
I've managed to do it once.
What was the legendary?
Just your Vito.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
What about you, Beth? What's your best Pokeball?
I don't think you can beat the classic Pokeball.
The classic Pokeball. Although there is nothing better than catching a legendary with a Pokeball.
Nope.
That is
No. Now that it's changed with it being brought in Sword and Shield, legendary catch with a Beast Ball.
Oh, that's how I catch mine. Or I catch shinies with Beast Balls. It's just like the best thing. Or the best thing to do is all right. This is going to be kind of mean. So I'm kind of mean. I used to go on Sun and Moon and catch a load of like Magikarps with Beast Balls, and then I would wonder trade them off because you see the ball before you see the Pokemon. So then it would make people be like excited to be like, oh, it's a Beast Ball, and then it would just be a Magikarp.
That is evil.
The ultimate troll.
I am the worst.
It's like, then again, I have been guilty in one part of Sword and Shield using something like a luxury ball or a really nice looking ball, and I just bred a whole bunch of Squovets.
Oh, see that. Why would you? That's Disney Plus. Why would you be breeding Disney Plus? That's what I
To
call.
Wonder Trade.
That's mean.
I just released. I think at one point in one session I bred and hatched 200 Squovets and just Wonder Trade them all.
Ew. You're mean.
I-
You say that I'm mean. You're mean.
I actually did get a few of them Squovets back.
Although all right, this is a fantastic little Wonder Trade story. Me and Axu, we was Wonder Trading one night, and we actually Wonder Traded with each other. Like inside the same room. Like, what are the chances to Wonder Trade with someone you're sat next to?
Very slim to none, I guess.
And Axu has actually got one of her Pokemon back from Wonder Trade. Because it says, hey, welcome back. It was when she was trading out Axus. Okay, that's weird, and Axu was trading out Axus. And then it was just like, oh, welcome back, Axu. She's like, what?
That's crazy.
This is why Wonder Trade is such a good idea, and they should never, ever get rid of it.
We just
Please.
gotta keep our fingers crossed in the upcoming months that they bring it back in an update.
I'm hoping so, because the is it GWS? It's not available yet, is it?
No, it's not.
Alright, what is the best Wonder Trade Pokemon you've ever had?
Hacked, I would have to say an Arceus that had Hydro Cannon.
I think the best one I had was one of the Squovets I sent out. I got a... What was it again now? I actually got a shiny Zapdos.
Ooh.
But
That is good.
But then,
uh,
but then
it had the very infamous nickname.
Oh, it wasn't it's not as it's not like Axu's Lugia. She's got a shiny Lugia called Pokemon Go to the Polls.
No, mine was machamps.com.
Machamps.com. Sounds like
I
a
don't-
weird like bodybuilding.
I don't want to know what that website entails.
Yeah, no.
It is a very well known hack site for putting hacks Pokemon into the games, and they've been banned now from online play.
Oh, that's good then. Why? Why do people have to do that? I think I had a really cool thing where I was watching this streamer. She was just Wonder Trading like Pokemon out, and I don't know whether she meant to. She might have accidentally done it, but she was like Wonder Trading like just like boxes of like Pumpkaboos out. And then obviously like when you trade a Pumpkaboo, it evolves into its evolution. And I was also trading out Pumpkaboos because I was trying to get a shiny one, and like I was just sat there just Wonder Trading and just sat there like watching, and then I actually connected with her, and then as we traded, obviously then the Pumpkaboos are like evolving, and the one which I got from her was actually a shiny one. It's like real cool that now I have like a shiny one from her.
Don't.
But then, but then the best one I think, I don't know, like the best one for me I think is when you trade out say like a Weedle or something and you get like some absolute beast back, like a Mewtwo or Zapdos, Moltres. But then I feel bad about doing that sometimes because like I've traded like rubbish out, so I always kind of go like through a little pattern of where I trade out some like rubbish Pokemon and then I trade out some beast ones who I've got like just like doubles of. It's like karma, isn't it?
I never feel guilty about mass trading out the rubbish ones. Practically everyone does it.
I do. Like I have a box where I trade them out, and then I have like other boxes where I just release them because I feel bad about giving like 700 like Magikarps out into the world.
It's like one thing I wish they would let us do with Wonder Trading in the games. Let us select more than one to Wonder Trade at once.
You can on the phone app. You can do it on onto the phone app on Pokemon Home on the phone.
Yeah, but I'd like to do it in game.
Yeah, I know.
I just like to see a swarm of Pokeballs head out, and you're content knowing that there's something like a Magikarp or a Squovert.
Yeah, but then like you'd be there for a long time waiting because obviously you'd have to wait for the screen. Like it wouldn't be a thing of like because on the phone you can do a whole box and then you can just leave and then you can come back say inside a couple of hours and it'll be like, hey, all your Pokemon have been traded. Whereas like with the game, you obviously have to wait because it's trying to find a different partner for you as well.
Yeah, there is that, but it'd just be so satisfying.
It would be quite nice.
Get rid of all them boxes at once.
If you had to get rid of a generation, what generation would you get rid of?
Ooh.
Gen 2.
Gen 2? There was
What?
no thinking. It was just straight Gen 2. How come? What's your reasons for Gen 2?
It's just really overhyped, to be honest.
Ooh.
Them's fighting words.
But what about poor Chikorita?
What about the introduction of shinies?
Technically, you can get shinies in Gen 1 if the coding is correct. They
That
just
is
don't
true.
show up as shiny.
That is true. Yeah, because because that came in with when they put the old games on the Game Boy, people would play the game all the way through, and then you could trade all your Pokemon from that one into like say, what was it called? It wasn't Pokemon Home. It was called Pokemon something else on the like DS.
Mm.
Oh, it's Poke Transporter, I think. No, it wasn't. It was Pokemon Bank.
Yes,
That's it.
yes, Pokemon
Bank.
Bank. Thank you. But yeah, and then you would then put them all in there, and then see if there's any shinies, and then they would restart the game and then play it all again to try get shiny Pokemon in like from the yellow. Was it only like yellow and red and blue? Did they put red and blue on there as well? Was it only yellow?
They did. It was red, blue, and yellow they put on, and then gold, silver, and crystal, I think, came later on.
Ooh, they put crystal on.
I believe so, yeah.
Ooh, I might have to go back on it. Oh, if it's still. Oh, is it?
It's still up, the eShop on the DS.
Okay, yeah, because I know that Nintendo doesn't really like to keep their things more than a couple of years. Like they like to close servers down. But so that's like interesting that you'd say Gen 2.
It's just not a very fun gen, I don't think.
I mean, there is a lot of like annoyances in Gen 2, like Goldenrod City, Whitney's Miltank.
Oh yeah, that beast.
Oh.
The move
flashbacks.
the move rollout that got introduced and ruined everyone.
She roll you right out of the gym.
Roll you out of town.
And then when you do beat her, she is such a whiny little brat.
That happens twice in Gen 2 as well.
What? Or when you beat the gym leader, they're like moany.
Yeah. You beat them and they're like, no, you can't have the badge.
Yeah,
because it happens with Whitney, and then Claire does it at the end of the game.
Yeah, and then she makes you go get the dragon tooth or something before she gives you the gym badge. I don't like that. Like, just I beat you fair and square. Give me the gym badge, not the gym.
The whole gym.
Just give me the gym. I'm now the leader. I would like a Pokemon game if they would do, where it's not like a classic kind of like Pokemon game where you go around, all the different gyms and then you catch them all and then you do the league. I'd like it so as if there was a Pokemon game where you could become like a gym leader or something different inside the Pokemon universe.
Yes, that would be nice.
I don't know, because
it's like
I just feel as if that would be an amazing experience. Like I don't know how they'd do it, because obviously you'd have to go out and catch your Pokemon, and you could like do like different like say training events, and you wouldn't start off as a gym leader, but you could like say you would get like the more rep you got, then you would then be able to get your own gym, and then you would then be able to like switch what kind of gym leader you are and stuff, and then you would then be able to like say earn up enough like rankings to then like get like other trainers, like powerful trainers, to be recruited to your gym.
Or even like start off as an assistant to a Pokemon professor and work your way up to becoming your own professor.
Ooh.
What would you want to be?
What, like gym leader or?
Or yeah, so like if you don't just like end up as whatever gym leader or whatever you just said, like what else would you want to be?
I don't know, because you could be a Pokemon breeder, Pokemon professor. You could technically, if you could be it, like you could become like Nurse Joy, and you go around like saving Pokemon.
Or you could be a contest battler.
That's true. Contest battler. What about you, Beth? What kind of like lifestyle and role would you like to be inside the Pokemon world?
I guess maybe Pokemon Professor. That seems cool.
Professor Beth. You
Yeah.
do a better job than what Professor Oak would, telling us that there's only 151 Pokemon. There's
Well,
a whole
like
other
Beth
region
would have
next
to
to him.
get a tree name to go along with the other professors.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, what would be your tree name?
Professor.
It'd have
Professor Aspen. Is that a tree?
to be. Ooh,
Yes.
There you go.
Now,
Professor
That'd be
Aspen.
cool.
is that one taken?
no, I
No.
don't think so. See, for me, it would be a pun, so I'd be Professor Tremendous.
Of course it would.
Okay, big head.
I had to. I'm sorry. Nah, I'd be a gym leader. I'd be a poison gym leader. But then
Yes, Aspen is free for you to use, Beth.
there you go.
Nice.
Professor
Poison,
Aspen.
not
Yeah.
even grass for your precious cabbage baby.
Technically Bulbasaur is poison as well. So Cabbage Baby would be there, but I'd have the poison Pokemon which people would be, trying to use like obviously weaknesses against them, but there's Pokemon which are powerful, well, which are like the same type, so they wouldn't be weak against them. I'd have like the different kind of ones. Oh, I just want and Roserade. It means I could have Sassy Flower.
Yeah.
Because Sassy Flower is grass and poison. Yeah,
So
I don't know.
what would be your gym leader team then?
Ooh, I think I'd go for 4 Pokemon, and I'd have Scolipede, obviously Bulbasaur, Roserade, and I'm gonna have to come back to the last one because it might be like a throw up of like different types of Pokemon. But it would definitely be things Scolipede, Bulbasaur, and Roserade. Unless I just have 3, I might just have 3. I don't know, like, because I fell in love with Scolipede, and then I fell in love with Roserade and Bulbasaur. I think it's because like Scolipede is just OP in black and white.
Not really used one.
It ruins things. Like even its its smaller form, like Venipede, it ruins like everything. It's such a good Pokemon. Plus it can learn Rollout.
It's not the bacon one.
No, that's not the bacon one.
Oh, I don't know.
Poor little turning my Pokemon into food.
Well, what was bacon?
Oh, that's the Venipede thing. I can't remember its name.
Centipede one.
Yeah, it's from Sword and Shield.
Oh,
I know Center Scorch is its evolution, but I can't remember what its first form is.
Centiskorch is the fully evolved form.
Beth gets points though.
Yeah.
Or should I
Yay.
say Professor? Was it
Aspen.
Aspen.
Professor Aspen?
Who are your favorite gym leaders?
Raihan.
That was immediate. That was immediate. Like of all the gym leaders, you're just like straight. Yep, I know it.
He's
I really like Nessa, but then I don't know because I have to go with grass gym leaders.
You don't have to go with grass gym leaders. If
I
you don't
know,
want to.
but Bulbasaur's grass. I can't let down Bulbasaur. Who is she called in Celadon City?
Erica.
Yes,
That's the one.
I'd have to go with probably her.
I think I'd choose Drayden
Ooh, how come?
because it's that cool beard.
Nessa. I don't know, like her, just how she is inside the gym.
Okay, who is your favourite rival?
Oh, obviously not Hop.
Hop.
Yeah, no. Hop and How are definitely the scraping the barrel. I like Silver from Silver and Gold.
I guess Barry.
Barry, old Barry, Barry the Brave. Nah, see, because Silver it's hinted. I don't know whether it's like true, but it's hinted that is Giovanni's child.
Silver.
Yeah.
I think they confirmed it.
Yeah, they confirmed it in the Celebi event.
That's it.
What? What's this event?
There was an event when the games were out a good long time ago, and like I believe it was when it showed you with Celebi a passage in time, and it showed your rival Silver with Giovanni, and I believe Giovanni disowned him for being weak.
Oh my goodness. I did not know this. But like I don't like I just like the fact of that they're just like they are kind of like they're horrible, but then they also don't want to be horrible at the same time. Because don't they change their ways throughout the course of the game, that they change their ways. Unless I'm like remembering it wrong, but I swear that they changed their ways.
I think they did in the remake, right at the end. They were more sort of like, yeah, Pokemon friend, but I don't remember anything like that in the originals.
It might be the remakes, yeah, or where they're more like, yeah, I'm a friend with Pokemon. I've changed my way. I see they had like their little redemption arc.
Hmm.
But it's just that they're one of the first ones I think who actually push you.
Yeah, it's like I have to say my favourite rival of sorts is N.
Oh, N's a really good rival, to be fair. They're
Like
all...
you want to be mad at him, but you also can't find yourself mad at him.
See, I like the rivals who they're not like, say, your childhood friend or, oh yeah, you grew up with this person. It's more nice if it's like proper people who you like find out in the world rather than you grew up with them. Because I don't know about you lot here, but for me, when I grew up with like say people, you know, like who are my friends, like say my best friend in real life, like I don't consider him my rival. I consider him my
No.
friend.
And even if it was like a childhood enemy, I can't imagine that you'd suddenly like want anything to do with them again.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's just I don't know. It's just like it's a weird thing to like say even for when your mum's like, oh, that's Barry or whoever you called them. It's like, yeah, they've been your rival since you were children. It's like, okay, well then we're clearly not friends. Like I don't know. To me, a rival is more like a nemesis rather than
Yeah.
like, you know, like a friend.
Yeah, like Gary was in the original.
But then he was weird though because because all right, what's the age of Gary meant to be? Is he meant to be the same age as Ash, like 11?
Yeah,
So why is he like driving around in a car full of like women?
because it's the Pokemon world.
Because he's Gary Oak.
He's Gary Oak. Has his
It's
own
like, you know-
like fan team.
Like, you're in a world where you can send 10-year-olds off to battle with monsters and all that, practically gambling with live animals. So why not let a 10-year-old drive his own car?
It's just like I just never understood the whole thing of like, okay, Gary's 11, or no, he's 10. Like he's the same age as Ash, but he looks as if he's about like 14, and he's driving like he has a car, you know, full of like women, and he's just absolute going around. It's like, what? They've banned a couple of scenes inside Pokemon anime shows. There's a scene, I think it's not Lieutenant Surge, it might be Lieutenant Surge, or it's somebody it's inside the original like anime. Somebody holds a gun to like Ash's face.
James.
Is it James?
I think James. Oh, I know James has a gun in one scene, but I don't remember which scene. Oh,
No,
is that?
I don't think it was James. No, there was an episode banned with James when he had simulated. Yep.
It's just it's weird like that they've like, although the anime itself, the original opening like sequence, it got lost in translation because when Pikachu runs under the that girl's skirt, the Japanese anime, like it says like run, it says something like run under the girl's skirt, but obviously inside the Western anime they don't have like that as lyrics.
What?
Yeah, honestly, if you look it up, the original Pokemon anime, the bit where Pikachu runs under the girl's skirt, it sings "Run under the girl's skirt," but then inside the Western one, obviously, it says something completely different.
Yeah, I could not imagine Jason Page singing that.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. Although there's a lot of instances where Pokemon is different, like say Western world to the original, but then I don't know whether it's translation issues or whether it's just they switched a lot of stuff because they feel as if that's not, they can't put that inside the Western world for some reason. I don't know why. I know that Porygon has been banned completely from the anime.
Yeah. Even though that was Pikachu's fault.
Damn Pikachu. See, Pikachu ruins everything. I know that there was a massive mystery of what was Mimikyu, like back when it first came out, and everyone was like saying it has to be Porygon because it's getting its revenge on Pikachu because it hates Pikachu.
I believe it.
Now that you brought up like differences between the Japanese and the Western ones, it just reminded me of something from the original anime. Like it was so basically, Ash, Brock, and Misty were in this like valley of some sort, and they talk about eating this donut that they've got, but it's clearly a rice onigiri.
It's a what? Sorry.
It's kind of like a rice savoury thing which you eat, not a jelly donut as they say in the Western version.
That's interesting.
These jelly donuts sure are delicious.
Is that
but it's actually a triangle shape of rice.
Oh, Pokemon never change. Who because I already said I'm mine, what gym leader type would you three be?
Maybe Steel, maybe?
Ooh,
or
how
Electric. Come? I don't know, it's just Steel's pretty cool. And Dialga is my favourite legendary, and it's part of Steel.
Of course.
Ooh, would you have it? Would it be what would be your team as well?
Corviknight, Shieldon, Felix. I'm trying to think of other Steel types now.
See, it's hard when you when you get put on the spot and ask, because I bet that your brain before would be like, hey, or you'd be doing the Pokemon rap with over 800 Pokemon in it, and then someone's like, hey, what's your favorite Pokemon? Pikachu.
I would probably have a dual type gym.
Oh.
Yes, I've got to be that one.
Always one.
But what two types?
I'd actually go for a mixture between grass and ghost type.
Ooh, is that so you can have Rowlet?
Yeah, I'd have my Decidueye. I'd definitely have my Decidueye. I would then have a Chandelure.
Oh, see, yeah, because you'd need two, which would be in perfect balance with each other. Because I'm guessing, because it's a dual type, it would be a doubles battle.
Probably, yeah. But yeah, so I'd have Decidueye, Chandelure. I would then probably go for Superior, because that's another one of my favourite evolution types. And then to round it off with to make it number 4, I would go for either Bayonet or Frostlass.
Oh. See, I would probably say Frostlass, because then you would have a fire with a grass and then an ice with a grass, and both fire and ice are weaknesses of grass. So it would be like a thing of that you could say if there's abilities which stop, because I know there's certain abilities which stop Pokemon from hitting a certain Pokemon or from using certain moves, then you could use that as your advantage. Isn't it
Yeah,
like
could do.
yeah? Because isn't there? Because there's one for water, isn't there? Or one for lightning, like thunder, like moves.
Yeah, it's like some rock type Pokemon have lightning rod, so they absorb all the electric attacks, and it gives them a boost to their special attack.
You see, so you could have like different like it would depend on the abilities and if they've got them, but you could like make it so as nobody could attack your grass types.
That's just made me think of a really cool ability.
Oh, go on then.
You could give it to your fire type and call it a heat sink, where it works the exact same way as lightning rod does, but it absorbs fire attacks so that your ice type is safe.
Ooh, very nice.
Ooh. Beth come up with the strats. This is why you
That-
are the professor.
You just need to discover that Pokemon with the ability now.
What about you, Viv?
What type of gym leader?
Yeah.
I want to say water because I like Nessa, but it would probably be the grass maybe, so I could have all my sassy flowers.
It would just be a team of like you could be like one of the starting kind of gyms, because then you could have Badoo, Rosalie, and then Roserade.
And I need a Gardevoir.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you can't have it. You can't have a Gardevoir.
But I need it.
Unless you just walk around with it and it doesn't actually become in the battle.
I could do
Otherwise,
that.
that would be like psychic.
Okay, well, she's just gonna be with me.
She's just gonna be there.
Yeah.
She's your Rolch from as a child.
She'll be the mascot.
She's the role model for all my little sassy flowers.
All your little sassy flowers. Would you get a Radish as well? Well, Oddish.
Yeah, Radish could join.
It's weird because when we talk about certain Pokemon, obviously like we've come up with nicknames and like different things for them. So with like say Radish, instead of calling it Oddish, whenever I see a Oddish now, it's just like, oh look, Radish. Oh, a final question before we have to wrap up. Favorite nickname for one of your Pokemon?
Oh, that's like you asked me to choose between which one out of all generations is my favorite.
At least it
Yes.
wasn't. At least
Sorry.
it wasn't favorite Pokemon to ask.
It's like I've had several nicknames that I've reused time and time again over the years, and then there are some which I came up with on the fly and I still love.
Ooh, well, while you're thinking, Beth, what's your favorite nickname?
Gears of Snow.
Is that for a Snorlax? Please
That's
say that's for a
amazing.
Snorlax.
It's not, it's for a Klinklang.
A Kling Clang. Okay, that might win Pokemon name of the century. That's fantastic.
I don't know how I came up with it. I just caught it and I was like, Gears of Snow, because that's funny.
Yeah, see, because I was thinking definitely Snorlax then, or then my second guess would have been a Slaking. But yeah, Gears of Snore,
Yeah.
that's incredible. I think favorite name which I've come up with is probably calling a Tentacruel. It was a shiny Tentacruel called it Ursula.
Nice.
And
I like that name.
but then childhood me used to call Pidgeys and like any bird type Pokemon, I just called it Bird. Not even
Ever
joking.
the creative namer.
Yep, if ever the creative name it was just literally just you're a flying type, Bird. And then like Geodude would just be called Rock. At least it's not as well, okay, this is probably as worse as what Lorinda's names are. Ted and Bob.
Oh my god.
What?
Linda calls Pokemon like Ted and Bob. Like I've got a
Oh yeah.
I've got some
There's-
Pokemon called Ted and Bob.
There's nothing wrong with Ted and Bob.
I know, but come on, for a Pokemon, imagine like, you know, you're inside the league, you're going up against some, say like Cynthia, and you go, I choose you, Ted. And Abra pops out. Hi.
Uh,
But yeah,
Hi.
I was really unoriginal as a child and just called them like stupid things like, oh yeah, look, Geodude, that's a rock. Rock it is.
so it's like I'd have to say like I can't really decide between them, so I'll just name some of the ones that I've used most frequently over the years. So if I ever had a female starter, I don't know why, for any reason, I'd always call her Carla with a K.
Aw,
Don't know why.
that's cute though.
Yeah.
And as I've explained in your stream once before, whenever I catch a female Ponyta, it's always got to be a Pona.
Yes. It's a really cute name for a Ponyta. Because then it's also like, well, because obviously because it's Legend of Zelda, so it's like you're combined in games.
And then my last nickname that I've used most often has got to be Serena.
Ooh.
I like that name.
Mm-hmm.
See, I feel as if that would fit a Gardevoir or like a Frostlass.
Well, Serena this time around is a Milotic.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Okay. Yes, I can see it.
And
Oh,
my
'cause it'd be-
Gardevoir is Countess to my Gallade's Baron.
Ooh, a little like double name matchup.
That's cute.
One of the like most, I think, original, well, not original, but like I went through a phase of on Sword and Shield. No, not Sword and Shield. It was on Sun and Moon. I wanted to catch like the Winnie the Pooh, like kind of like equivalent of Pokemon. So you would have like
Oh
obviously
yeah.
a Teddiursa would be Pooh. Then you would get a Mudbray would be Eeyore. I caught the Mudbray and called it Eeyore. Then for Piglet, you'd get a Spoink and call it Piglet. The owl would be Hoot Hoot or Noctowl. I can't remember the owl's name though. And then the rabbit would be a Banary or a Bunnelby. Oh, okay, so you can actually get all of them. I might go back and do that.
But what
Which
about
one?
the Kanga and Roo?
Kangaskhan maybe?
Sorry,
Kinda.
that just reminded me of when I traded my Diggersby for a Xerneas.
You traded a Diggersby. Diggersby.
I'm pretty sure it was legit Xerneas as well, and I don't know how I pulled that off.
That's insane.
Oh, that just reminded me of back in the old Sapphire, Emerald, and Ruby days. I caught a shiny like. What's the name of it now? It evolves into Electrode.
Voltorb.
Voltorb, yeah. I caught a shiny Voltorb, and my other classmate, he has never seen a shiny before, and he was willing to offer me one of his legendaries for it.
Ooh, although people went nuts for shiny Pokemon. Like, now there's a lot of things where like a lot of people have shinies, but people went nuts for shiny Pokemon. I once got conned out of one of my shiny Pokemon because I thought of that. The hippo Pokemon, it can look different depending on if it's
Yes.
male or female. I got conned out and thought of that it was a shiny, so I traded a shiny legendary for it.
Oh.
Oh no!
And then I found out that it wasn't actually shiny. So then I tried trading with the person again and they wouldn't do it. I was like, oh,
That hurts.
my heart. And I think that's where we're going to leave it, because I could sit here and talk about Pokemon forever, and the podcast wouldn't actually come out because we'd just still be here. It'd be like 3 days later. But yeah,
Well,
so
it's like I kept it quiet whilst we were in the podcast, but I finally beat Cynthia!
nice! GG's!
Well done.
Good job.
So we shall leave it on a sad moment of shiny hunting, but a fantastic moment of Georgia completed. Well, you've completed the game now, haven't you?
Yep,
Or
I've
the
got the
league.
national decks already.
Nice. Well, there you go then. Right, everyone. Guests, Beth and Georgia, thank you very much for being on and having a
Yes,
chat with us
thank
about
you.
Pokemon.
Thank you
Thanks
for
for
having
having
us.
Thank you everyone for listening and tuning in to this week's podcast. It's been a poker extravaganza.
Ugh.
Oh, you have to. Don't my Pokemon extravaganza. Beth and Georgia, again, a massive thank you for coming and for hanging out with us and talking about Pokemon.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Not a problem. Thank you for having me.
And B, I will see you in 2 weeks as well.
Yes. Well, sooner than that, but yes.
Right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 Bye.